Alright, so here we go. Route 32 and Union Cave, all in one easy-to-handle package. Since this is kind of boring, I'm going to put music over it. Hope you like it.
Hey folks, Dad from the future here. If you're not familiar with this practice, this is the future me from about 4 years in the future, adding commentary to videos that previously only had music that was generally copyrighted and thus should be replaced. And I'm going to try to provide what my past self did not, i.e. Relevant commentary and generally a lot of complaining about the areas in the game that we are currently exploring. Anyway, this is an early game area, so I can't really fault it too much for being somewhat generic. They didn't want to pull out all their big guns at the beginning. But basically there are two main routes to go through in this route. There's the grassy route, and then there's the boardwalk route. And you can either go the grassy route, run into wild Pokemon, maybe get some experience, maybe catch a few, or you can go the boardwalk route and basically not run into anything if you are timid or just don't want to waste your time. And I kind of like that. And it's kind of an idea that they used in a rather similar route I think 222 in Diamond and Pearl, which I should remember more clearly than I do because I just did commentary for it. But yeah, two different routes, two different opportunities, possibilities, and you can do both routes if you want the experience, or just one. It's completely up to you. And other than that, it is kind of generic. Early game routes are generally pretty generic. It's a bunch of grass and trees and a little bit of water. But the interesting early part of the of this segment is the Union Cave bit right after this, which I am eagerly awaiting because, oh boy, you know I love caves. And Sleep Powder, I totally should have learned Sleep Powder. I have no idea what I was thinking when I turned that down, and I definitely came to regret it. But anyway, this is Union Cave, first proper cave of the game. There was Dark Cave, but that was all dark and you couldn't fully explore it anyway at this point. So you'll run into rock types and occasional fire breather, and it has really good music. If you haven't noticed, I'm not putting in the original music from Gold and Silver. I'm actually putting in the remixes from their remakes, Heart Gold and Soul Silver, which I was not aware of at the time of this series because they had not been announced. I think this is still before Platinum was even announced. So maybe I can shed a little insight about how they updated or did not update the games for Heart Gold and Soul Silver. For these routes, other than the remixes, not much, to be honest. I believe the Union Cave changed its layout slightly. I think there's a little bit up north, or up on the screen. I don't know if it's actually north inside the cave. But you could get down to the lower levels of Union Cave from different areas on the floor, but it's still relatively the same cave. But I do like that they're updating designs, even if they didn't really need to. That great ball, plenty of items. I mean, I like this cave because it is fairly linear to get through, but there are plenty of branching paths that you can get items on. That's I think that's decent design. Again, if you want to go and get something, you are free to do so, but it's neither too much of a pain in the ass, but they don't just throw everything at you from the very beginning. And I don't want to praise the game too much, so I will just say, blah blah, it's a cave, I hate caves, ugh ugh ugh. But whatever. We are here in Azalea Town, and I will see you guys next time.
And there we go. That hiker there that I ran past, he is a Geodude with Rock Throw. Pretty much hell on earth for Basil there. But, yeah, I'll get him at some point. But until then, see ya.